It's playing right here at Pure West Radio. That tune is now 10 years old. How mad is that? Time flies when you're having fun, huh? 11:41 with me, Tobes, right here on the Daytime Show. And so many people are talking about this right now. So we thought, let's jump onto our socials. Let's hear what you think about it. So Meghan and Harry, they had the tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey. And the whole world is talking about it. It was aired in the US on Sunday nights, and right here in the UK, millions and millions of us tuned in to hear their story. It was broadcast 9 p.m. Monday night, and I think it's safe to say that since this has happened, the whole world is talking about Meghan and Harry right now. There are memes, there are just huge amounts of videos and viral photos going on. But I want to know what you think. Get in touch with us right now on the comments section on our Facebook page, and we'll read out your comments. Let's have a good gossip about this, because it has just caused so much controversy. The dust is starting to settle a little bit now. The attention now turning to what the revelations mean for the couple, and also the senior royals that have chosen to leave behind, as well as what the future holds for the Sussexes. I mean, so many of you right now have just got split opinions. So let's hear them. Get in touch with us right now, and we will get your comments on the screen, and we will certainly go through all of your different takes on it here on the Daytime Show at Pure West Radio. So make sure you get in touch with us right now, and we'll be able to get your takes on it. So, the Sussexes' decision to stand down as senior members of the royal family was always going to cause a great deal of upset. But the extent of that rift was underlined when Harry disclosed his father, the Prince of Wales, see, it's got relation to us here in Pembrokeshire and Wales, stopped taking his phone calls during the build-up to the announcement that he and Meghan were leaving the royal family. Likewise, Harry and older brother William were said to have fallen out some time ago, whilst Harry clearly signalled stresses on his relationships with his father and brother. He expressed a desire for them to heal. Meghan's revelation was that the Duchess of Cambridge previously made her cry, and is unlikely to be well received at the palace, given the long-standing tradition that disputes are not aired publicly. Some relationships might be easier to repair than others. So, what's your say on this current hot topic of conversation? Well, thank you ever so much to Matthew Davis for getting in touch with us. He says Meghan and Harry are entitled to their own life outside of the royal family. Interesting take, that one, Matthew. Thanks for getting in touch. Also, a huge fan of the show. She's always got us tuned in. Hello to Alison Evans this morning for getting in touch on the text. Alison says, once you're born a royal, always a royal? Question mark. If you're born into the royal family, are you allowed to have a separate life out of it? You know, this is 2021. Traditions have changed a huge amount. Lots of us have been completely endeared into Netflix, watching The Crown. We know how strict and how precise the royal family are. So for this to happen, it has caused huge revelations. Also, big shout out to Di. He's an absolute legend, Di Davis. A local painter, always got us locked in. He said, I don't know what the fuss is all about. Meghan and Harry are entitled to do what they want, whether they're royals or not. Interesting one. So get in touch with us on the Facebook and let us know what your take on this is. Now, CBS have disclosed the fees that were involved in this. And Meghan and Harry will receive £5 million for that interview. So huge financial gain. So what does that mean for the royals now? We already know the past history of royals when they do something like this. Are there going to be revelations for months and years to come? Alfred Hitchcock's been in touch. I think they should leave Meghan and Harry get on with their little family. Which is exactly that, Alfred. It's a family. They're human beings. In this day and age, they should surely be entitled to a life of their own. Thanks for getting in touch, Alfred. Always good to hear from you, buddy. I know you're missing the gigs, as we all are. Hopefully it won't be too long now. Also, thanks to Anne-Marie for getting in touch. Meghan and Harry's interview had me in floods of tears. I can't believe that this has been allowed to happen. But as we keep hearing, there are two sides to every story, and it'll be very interesting to see what the royals now come out with and say. Of course, there was the bullying probe as well, as Harry and Meghan's interview came at a time when the royal family have barely been out of the headlines. First, concerns linger about the health of the Duke of Edinburgh, who remains in hospital, having undergone heart surgery last week, which we've been keeping you updated with here at Pure West Radio. Second, these allegations of bullying made against the Duchess by former royal staff. Rumours were swirling around who will be called to give evidence in the Buckingham Palace probe, as past and present employees are to be invited to speak in confidence about their experiences of working for the Duchess after it was alleged she drove out 2 personal assistants and that staff were humiliated on several occasions. So the royals already getting talked about a huge amount at the moment. And your chance to have your say with us here on the Daytime Show today. So Janet Holmes has been in touch. I thought in the interview they said they were receiving nothing in terms of money, so why lie? Well, this is a very interesting point raised by you, my dear, because Dr. Hilary Jones was on the telly earlier on this week, also saying that the royal family have their own hospital staff. They would have had the support better than anybody else if they would have just asked and reached out. So it's very interesting what one thing is being said, but in terms of money, CBS have disclosed publicly that £5 million was handed over to Meghan and Harry for that interview. Brody Morgans, big fan of ours here at Pure West Radio, and we love you too, buddy. Great to have you on board with us this morning. Brody Morgan says Meghan and Harry have every right to leave after the royals and British public showed their true colours towards them. I'd leave too if I'd received that amount of unjustified hatred. And this is things with the modern world. You are under the spotlight consistently. You're getting scrutinised consistently. So, is the pressure too much? They just want a normal family, but being born a royal, can you ever have a normal family? Thanks for reaching out there, Brody. And he is a wonderful local musician. He joined me and BB Scone for a wonderful chat recently on the show about how musicians are going to be shaped and how musicians are going to go back to performing, what it's going to look like in the venues. And the Pembrokeshire Music Show, sponsored by the Queen's Hall, every Sunday from 7, certainly worth a watch and a listen for all the latest local music goss going on. So back to the royals. Megan Evans says, I think they should just leave Harry and Meghan alone. We are all human at the end of the day. Thanks for getting in touch there, Ms. Evans. Karen O'Connor, good luck to them, I say. But they're royals. They have disclosed they don't want their duties anymore. Are they allowed to do this? And will they ever be allowed a normal life? Especially when, hypothetically speaking, they've now sold their story. Lee Thomas, let them get on with their lives. It seems that a lot of us Pembrokeshire folk just are happy to wish them well and get on with their lives. Janet Holmes also said we should also remember that Meghan is an actress. Just saying. And despite Harry saying his income was stopped, he had a £30 million trust fund from Diana to fall back on. I mean, the finances with all this does beg a very big question. So keep your comments coming in. And of course, the family went from 3 to 4 as Meghan beamed as she spoke about her unborn child. The baby, a sister to Archie, is due in the summer. Although no further details were provided about timings, their family is only growing and getting bigger. Harry said his first thought was amazing when he discovered they were having a girl, adding, just so very grateful. To have any child, any one or any two would have been amazing, but to have a boy and then a girl, I mean, what more can you ask for? Now we've got our family, we got the 4 of us and our 2 dogs. So their family's growing. They want to just be out the spotlight by the sounds of things. But then, aren't you throwing yourself back in the spotlight by doing an interview with Oprah Winfrey? Televised in the US and the UK and all over the world online. Alfred Hitchcock, is there a job for Piers Morgan at Pure West Radio? Hey, our door is always open for anyone that would like their voice heard. And I know Piers Morgan would certainly rustle a lot of feathers, as he has already done this week. And in fact, a friend of a friend is in good acquaintances with Piers Morgan. And what you see is what you get. He's very true to his word, very opinionated, and hey, never say never. Thanks for reaching out with us, Alfred. Dean Barrett's been in touch. She is nothing but a lying actress trying to line her own pockets using the race card, knowing it would cause a storm. If it was asked whether the child would be born pasty skin or ginger, nobody would have bat an eyelid. Also, so many inconsistencies in her lives. Harry was born into this life as a royal. He knows the protocol, and she didn't like being down in the pecking order. It was okay for her to stitch her father up over the press, and yet here she is doing the same thing. Made their bed, now lie in it. Wow. This is it. It's creating an incredible storm. Everyone's got their own opinions on this. And this is the beauty, I guess, of now they have gone public. Everything has been laid bare. We know what's been going on. We've heard their side of the story, but what is going to happen next? As we'll now hear from the royals. It's going to be an interesting few weeks. One thing is for certain, I'm sure it'll all give us something to talk about over the next couple of days, other than the pandemic. So I guess it's a distraction, and it's really shocked the world, as it has the media industry as well, as the royals have never sold out in such a way with an incredible paycheck such as that. And I'm sure lots of your comments will continue to come in as the videos stay on our socials. Of course, make sure you do tune into Pure West Radio for all of your latest local news and topical goss just like this. The latest Pembrokeshire news is up next right here on Pure West Radio at 12 o'clock midday. It's Types with you here till 1, as I am every single weekday, Monday to Friday, from 10.
Hi Tony, how's things at the Johnston Garden Centre?
Morning Matt. We're fairly busy. Essential shop sales of coal, flow gas, logs and hardware.
How about all your garden products and crafts?
Many customers check out our Facebook page and arrange safe delivery.
When is Johnston Garden Centre open?